September 2025, the world's attention turned to Malta, a Mediterranean island rich in history, culture, and now a new chapter in global music. Freedom Street Europe made its grand debut at the Takali Concert Grounds, transforming Valletta into a dancehall capital. At the heart of this 4-day takeover stood one name, Vybz Kartel, the world boss, the teacher, and for the first time in history, he headlined two back-to-back nights with completely different set lists. Now, this is the story of how Kartel and Freedom Street lit up Malta for one unforgettable weekend. Now, from the moment gates opened, the atmosphere was electric. Thousands of fans from Malta, across Europe, and far beyond poured into the Takali concert area. Flags waved high. Excitement spread through the crowd like wildfire. Freedom Street wasn't just a concert, it was a full-scale festival. Both parties, club takeovers, after parties, Malta became a non-stop playing ground of music and culture. And promoters had promised something historic, and you could feel it in the air. The lineup alone told the story. Spice, Dexta Daps, Shenseea, Skeng, Jada Kingdom, Tamale Sparta, Chronicler, a who's who of modern dancehall, gathered to support the moment. And then the lights dimmed, the crowd roared, it was time. Night one began with nostalgia. Kartel stepped on stage and instantly commanded the arena. His presence sharp, magnetic, larger than life. The first set leaned into the classics, the songs that built the empire. Clark's, Summertime, Ramping Shop, Go-Go Wine, Fever. Each beat sparked a sing-along with thousands of voices rising in unison. The stage production matched the moment. Towering visuals, pulsing lights, and waves of bass that rattled through Valletta. Midway, Kartel slowed the tempo. He spoke directly to the crowd about his freedom, about his journey, about the connection between Jamaica and the world. It wasn't just performance, it was testimony. And then came the surprises. Guest after guest amplified the energy. The first night ended in a blaze of fireworks and echoes of chants. Between the two headline nights, Malta never slept. Freedom Street spilled into every corner of the island. Both parties and the Mediterranean club sessions until sunrise, fans reliving their favorite moments, trading clips online and speculating about what Kartel would bring on night 2. Night 2 was a statement. Where the first leaned on nostalgia, the second looked forward. Kartel switched gears with a fresh setlist, focusing on his newest material, Freedom Era anthems and surprise collaborations. The energy felt different, sharper, edgier, and the crowd was ready. Then the stage exploded with guest stars. Spice stormed the platform, commanding the audience with raw energy. Each appearance pushed the night higher. Kartel himself played conductor, weaving between old and new, speaking to the crowd and delivering with surgical precision. It wasn't just a concert, it was theater, strategy, legacy. The encore sealed it, an emotional, thunderous close with classics and new hits blended, leaving the crowd begging for more. Malta was on fire. The guests weren't just cameos, they were part of the message. Now Spice, she brought unmatched stage dominance, proving why she remains queen of dancehall. Even in the interludes, Kartel's voice commanded silence. His reflections on freedom, legacy, and the future of dancehall drew the loudest cheers of the night. And through it all, Malta became one voice, thousands singing together, turning the Takali field into a cathedral of sound. As the final echoes faded and the lights dimmed, fans walked away knowing they had witnessed history. 2 nights, 2 stories, and 1 artist at the center of it all. On social media, clips flooded timelines, sing-alongs, tears of joy, the eruption when guests appeared, comment sections filled with disbelief. I was there. This was the best show I've ever seen. Dancehall took over Europe. And for Malta, it was a cultural milestone. For Freedom Street, a triumphant expansion from Jamaica to Europe. And for Kartel, proof that even after years away from the stage, his command remains unmatched. Freedom Street Europe 2025 will be remembered as more than a festival. It was a declaration that dancehall is global, unstoppable, and alive. 2 headline shows, 2 different set lists, 1 legend, proving once again why he remains the world boss. And for the fans who came, for the ones who watched online, and for the culture itself, Malta was history.